Hello there, awesome 8th grade science students. This is Mrs. Geis, and today we're going to be talking about food energy. Go ahead and open up your Learn Ed notebook to page 14, and today we're going to cover pages 14 and 15 together in your notes. So energy is needed for all living things to function. We know that we need energy for our cells to conduct their cellular processes, right? We know that energy is needed for maintaining homeostasis. If you're not familiar with homeostasis, the word homeo is Greek meaning similar. Remember, homo means same, homeo means similar, and stasis means stable. So, homeostasis is the ability or the tendency for biological systems to maintain a constant environment without being influenced by external conditions. We know that energy is needed for reproduction and the passing on of genes and genetic information. We know that energy is needed for growth and development of all organisms. And we know that energy is needed for thinking and making decisions. Remember when your teachers or parents tell you to eat some brain food, right? Things like almonds or eggs, something with a lot of protein, that gives you a good source of energy. Recall that cells obtain their energy by carrying out cellular respiration. This process is when organisms are able to convert sugar and oxygen into carbon dioxide and ATP. ATP, remember, stands for adenosine triphosphate and is used as cellular energy. It's interesting because this process is the exact opposite of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis takes in carbon dioxide, water, and uses energy from the sun to give glucose to produce energy. They produce their own food. So this actually takes in the sugar and oxygen. So those are things given off by plants in photosynthesis to create carbon dioxide and ATP, which again, ATP stands for adenosine triphosphate. No, I'm not going to ask you to spell that on a test, but I do expect you to know the acronym ATP means cellular energy. We get our energy from the food we eat. We've talked a lot about carbohydrates, lipids, and proteins. We maintain good health by exercising and taking part in daily activities that allow us to use our muscles and burn excess calories. We'll be talking later on about metabolism and how we actually process that energy. Calories are the units of measurement for food energy. All food contains calories. Calories provide our bodies with usable energy. So think about it this way. Everything can be traced back to the sun. The sun is the original source for all energy on Earth, and everything that we consume could be traced back to the sun. So sunlight provides energy. Plants use that energy from the sun to photosynthesize to make sugar or glucose. Consumers come along and eat plants. So when you're eating a salad, you are actually getting your energy from plants that used the sun so that they could photosynthesize and make that energy. Food is oxidized, which means it is broken down by the consumers. So organisms that eat plants, oxidation, we know, is a chemical reaction. This type of oxidation occurs in the body in the form of cellular respiration. That is how food is broken down and energy is obtained. Cellular respiration gives cells energy. Remember, adenosine triphosphate or ATP. Organisms carry out their daily processes. So I don't mean just walking or jumping or throwing a basketball, but I mean things like repair of tissue and growth and the transfer of oxygen throughout the body. All of those things on the cellular level that occur without us even thinking about it. Organisms use and release energy. And finally, energy is recycled in many forms. So I want you to take a minute and look at the Venn diagram. It's a triple Venn diagram on page 15 and answer the questions below it. Think about what is food? We've talked a lot about the importance of food